Hey guys, so I'm going to be talking about the time I caught my parents having it. Now, you probably know what it is. It, in all caps, it. Now, this is basically how everything went down. So, if you can hear the crying in the background, that's just babies. So, this is the first time I caught them doing it. I was in 5th grade, actually. No, not 5th grade. I'm in 5th grade right now. I was in 3rd grade when the first time I caught them actually doing it. And that was when they had the twins, which are the babies that are screaming right now. So this is what basically happened. I was in my bedroom, and it was morning time, and I just finished eating my cereal. I don't remember what type of cereal it was. I don't remember every single detail, but yeah, I was in my bedroom, and I just finished eating my cereal, and I was listening to music, and I don't know what type of music I was listening to, but I'm pretty sure it was Panic at the Disco. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. And so, I heard the bed squeaking, and I was like, well, it wasn't, I didn't think it was the bed. I thought it was like the hamster running on his wheel, so I was like, oh, it's fine. Hamster's running on his wheel. So I turn up my music louder, and then the squeaking starts getting louder. And I'm like, okay, well, let me go see if the hamster is, like, hungry, or if he's okay, if he's having, like, this breakdown where he has to run super fast on the freaking wheel. So I go check on him, and the hamster's not even running on his wheel. He is actually hiding in his house, playing with this, like, little ball toy that has food in it. He's trying to get the food out. And I was like, okay, well, I wonder where the squeaking comes from. And the squeaking continues. And I walk in my sister's room, and my sister is like, Sissy! Oh, no, this is my little sister, by the way. And she was in kindergarten. She was like, Sissy, I think Dad is hurting Mom. It's like, what? She was like, go check in their bedroom. I saw them and they told me to get out. I was like, okay. And then my sister just starts crying. She's like, oh no, Mom's gonna die. And all this stuff because she was, and then she started, and then like, I left the house and I stood outside because I was wondering if it was just like the, garbage truck, like, squeaking when, like, it was having trouble or something, because I also heard beeping outside, and it actually was the garbage truck that was beeping, but it wasn't what was making the squeaking sound. So I was like, okay, it must be inside. So I go back inside, and also when I was outside, I did not hear the squeaking, so I decided to just go right back inside. So I went inside, and the squeaking got louder as soon as I got closer to my room. I got closer to my room, and then I opened the door, and nothing was in there. And then I remembered, well, I didn't remember. I just knew my parents' bedroom was, like, right across from mine. So there's, like, this hallway. And we don't live in this house anymore. There's, like, this hallway. And then there's my bedroom on this side, and then my parents' bedroom is, like, right here on, like, this side. And, like, the hallway isn't that skinny because that would have just been way too close. It was, like, a wide hallway, really wide. And so, yeah. And I like, hear everything, and I go into the room, and I'm like, I walk into my parents' room. And I don't do good with situations like this. I knew what it was. I've never seen it before, but I've heard my friends explain it, and I was like, okay, well, I better watch out for this. No, my parents would never do this to me, ever. And then I saw them, and I was like, oh, no, that looks, ew, oh, what? What? I did not know, what? I did not know that, whoa, oh, my God. And I just walked out. And then it continued and started getting louder. And then I was like, okay, what do I do? And then, like, I texted my friend and I told them, I was like, hey, I think my parents are doing it. She was like, oh my God, your parents are going to have another kid. Another kid. dude, you don't want any kid taking all of your spotlight. And I was like, that is true. I don't want anyone taking my spotlight. How do I fix this, man? How do I fix it? She was like, stop them. So I was like, okay. And I didn't know how to stop them. I didn't want to like break up in the middle of them. So what I did is I ran outside. Well, no, I didn't run outside. Well, this is afterwards. I thought I didn't really get told what it was. They didn't tell me that it was actually called like what it is. They just said it was it, and that and it looked like your dad was hurting your mom, and like he would be like putting something into her. And I was like, okay, that sounds like a knife is going into her. But then it was the other way around, something way different. And I was like, I'm scared for life. So I thought that my dad was actually hurting my mom. I didn't know what was going on. I did not know what that like little weenie thing that was there was. I was like, oh no, she's hurting her. So I ran to our house phone and I called the police, and I was like, come to this address, and my dad is hurting my mom. And he was like, okay, can you give us some more details? And I was like, I just know that he's hurting her. And then like he's like, okay, we'll be there in a short amount of time. And I was like, okay. So I tried to get my parents to stop, and I started banging on their door as loud as I could. But then the squeaking just started getting louder, and then I started like throwing like stuff in the house because I was like, oh no, he better stop, because I knew that if I tried to stop him, I would be the one getting hurt. I did not know. No, I didn't know. But I was stupid. So then the police came, and they knocked on our door, and I opened the door, and I said, they're right in here, and they heard the squeaking, and then they ran in their bedroom, and they didn't have their guns pointed. But I wasn't paying attention. They walk in there, and my dad's like, what? And then my mom starts like covering herself up. My dad's like, you better get out of my house. You get out of here. You have no permission to get in here. And then the policemen were like feeling offended. So they were like, oh, what's going on here? And then they were like, your daughter called us, and she told us that you were hurting your wife and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, I'm in big trouble. So I got in trouble. My parents explained to me everything that happened. And then 9 months later, twins were born. Two boys. And then right after they had those, my parents are like, they did it again. But they didn't have a kid because I stopped them. I flung the door open and I said, Dad, stop messing with Mom. And then my dad was like, I got whooped, of course. Well, actually, no. I did not get whooped. They took my door off. Of course, this is a different house, but they took my door off. And they said, if you don't give us any privacy, then you don't get any privacy. And I was like, okay, I could just go in the bathroom to get changed. Like, no biggie. I didn't really care. I was like, okay, more light, so I don't have to turn on my light and waste energy. Yeah. That is how I caught my parents having it. Give a like if you like this video, subscribe, and read the link below. Probably nothing interesting in there. I'm probably just going to say, I caught my... Wait, no. I don't know. Well, bye.